Hello, and welcome to the Notary Life with Kimmi Podcast. I am also one of the trainers with Notary Educators, which includes myself, Kimberly Nunnally, Angela Johnson, and Alexis Franklin. We each own our own very successful notary businesses and teach notaries in all 50 states to be great and grow their own business. We will discuss general notary work, apostilles, ink fingerprinting, and the duties of a notary signing agent, and much, much more. For all of your notary needs, please visit notaryeducatorsllc.com. We hope you enjoy the show, and we wish you much success. Hello, and welcome to Notary Life with Kimmi and the Notary Educators Training Team. I'm Kimmi, and I'll let Alexis introduce herself, and then we'll get Angela.
Hey, everybody. It's Alexis Notary Services, also a part of the lovely Notary Educators. I hope you all had a great week, and now it's Friday, off to the weekend. I hope this live gives you all some momentum to get that Saturday and Sunday notarizations knocked out.
And I'm Angela with AJ Mobile Notary and Gwinnett Apostille. So glad to be here tonight. The weekend is coming up, so we want you guys, like Alexis mentioned, to stay motivated and to keep grinding. So we're here to help you be encouraged to keep up with the notary business.
Yeah, so we are going to give YouTube a few minutes to notify people that we are live. We know it's Friday night, but we still got businesses to run. So I want to say hello to those on the replay also, and those on the podcast. Hey, Fatima, how's it going? Welcome, everybody. And tonight we are talking about how to add additional services or how to charge additional services. I probably could have put a different title on that, but I was rushing y'all. Okay, so I ain't even get ready to try this one. Saruka Pastel Drawer, I don't know.
No, Tanya. It's Baccarat Pastel.
Oh, you know who that is? Hey, Quintella. How's it going? Hey, Jacqueline. What's up? Hey, people. Welcome. So we're going to be talking about how to increase that bill a little bit, how to make a little bit more money, more profits, okay? So I have a few things here. You can tell me what you guys are doing. Anastasia, long time, girl. How you doing? Notary Giant in the house. Hey, Facebook.
Sitting on the Express bus. Notary Giant on the Express bus.
That is Katrina.
Express bus. Who's on there, Alexis?
Katrina Henry.
Katrina. Hey, Katrina. Holly. What's going on? So let's do this. Hey, Alethea. Oh, she said I know it's been a while, Anastasia. Wow. All right, let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. So some additional things that you may not be charging for in your business. And let me know if you are. I'm going to mention them. I'm just going to mention them, and then let me know, one, if you are charging for these things, and two, if you are not. And we're going to discuss them one by one. Additional things you can think about charging. I did do a video about this when I first started my channel, but I thought we could readdress it because everyone hasn't seen it. But put a 1 if you are already offering printing, courier, additional fees for ink fingerprinting cards. If you charge an after hours fee or early morning fee, extra traveling, like a distance fee, if you're charging a bilingual fee. Let's see. 1, if you are charging for these things, and 2, if you are not. How about 3 if you didn't even know you should? So 1 if you're charging, 2 if you're not, and 3 if you never thought about it. A lot of tools. Yes. I'm glad we had this topic. Very good. Okay, so we're going to get right into it, guys. So when we talk about adding a printing fee, we're not talking about charging for loan signing, okay? Unless it's over like 200 pages. Around at 250, 200, then I might start telling them I'm going to charge a little bit more. Okay, but just your regular package, the fee is already included. You are not to tell them I'm going to charge you more for printing. So let's start off by being very clear when we talk about printing fees. Okay, we don't want to get you blackballed. What we're referring to, first of all, is your general notary work. Like sometimes someone will call you, and I had this happen tonight, is how the topic came up. And the guy asked me, do I print general notary? And I said, yes, I can print it. I was going to print one document for him for free. It ended up being 8 pages because it's never just one. It ended up being 8. So I told him when he got here, I said, well, things change. It's going to be another $5 to cover my printing. His wife didn't have change, so I let them go. Okay. That's a whole nother topic. But the point is that he asked, do I offer printing? And I do. So I will print. I have the Big Brothers printer that I use for notary signing work, right? So make money on your printing. If they ask you, charge for that. Angela, you wanted to say something. I can see you jumping through the screen.
Because you said she didn't have change, so I didn't charge. So
I just let it go. I ain't feel like coming in the house.
I would like, can you sell it?
My dinner was burning and everything. Oh, that's a good idea. So talk about that. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
So I would have said, can you sell it? Because even some people come, this may be off topic, but some people come and then it's like, you only have $30 or you have $100 bill. No, I don't have change for $100. Give me a credit card or sell it. I'm $5 short. I can't pay for printing. Well, can you sell it or can I swipe your card? So it's like, imagine if 10 people come and don't pay you $5. That's $50. That's the way I look at it.
Oh, now I'm getting mad. Here we go.
I'm just saying.
That's right.
When you go to the store and you $5 short, they don't say, okay, just give me a review or don't worry about it.
Yeah, you're right. I had to change too. I did have to change. I really just didn't feel like being bothered. My dinner really was burning. I didn't put enough water in the green beans, and they didn't burn, and it wasn't scorched earth, but they came right when I had the dinner going. Anyway, back to the topic of charging for printing. Huh?
I said, was Jeffrey in the house? Could you have texted him and said, can you check the stove?
No, he was out there with me. He got to be bodyguard sometimes. These people be coming out here crazy. So do you all charge for printing? And what does that sound like for both of you?
So I do charge for printing. If it's just one page, I don't charge. But if it's more than one page, I have people calling me regularly asking, can I send the document? It needs to be printed. Or they'll call and say, well, I got to go to UPS and print it first. I said, I can print it for you for a print fee. So if it's just one page, I don't charge. But if it's more than one page, I charge $1 per page to print it.
Okay. Alexis?
I'm the same. If it's 1 or 2 pages, cool. But anything, like a package of some sort or anything like that, I'm definitely charging. And it just depends on how many pages, $5, $10. But if it's something like I'm going to a client and they need something printed off, and depending on how much they're charging, I had to print somebody's power of attorney. They emailed it to me. They were at the hospital. They couldn't print it off. They were already paying a good grip of money. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll print it for you. 10 pages. So that's how I kind of do it.
Okay. Quintella says she charges what Angela charged, $1 per page. So I don't know. Next time I think my phone conversation may sound like, sure, I can print that for you. It'll be $2 per page because I always be undercharging on everything anyway. It's amazing I stay in business over here. All right. While the ladies are taking care of business, those phones are still ringing because we all are open. So let's go on to the next one. So the next one we can talk about, guys, is adding a courier charge. And again, we're really talking about general notary work right now. If your client, after you completed a seller's package for them and maybe they received it at their home or something like that, and they say, hey, can you take this to UPS for me or FedEx? Or you may even offer, hey, I don't mind taking it for you for an additional fee. They may say, man, I really got to get to UPS, but I don't have time. You might say something like, okay, Mr. Smith, I can do it for you. I do offer courier service also for an additional $10 or $15 or $20, whatever you think it should be worth for your area. I can only talk to Georgia and where I'm at. So, but that's how that conversation would go if you wanted to add a courier fee. And it happens more often than you think. Clients are busy working and they don't have time to take it back. So when I do take back a package for a client, or if I deliver one rather to FedEx or UPS, I take a picture of the receipt that I received from the employee at the store, and then I text it back to the client. That way they know it's completed. Okay. And then that also takes liability off for you because they know that you took it back. Okay. And also Anastasia has a good point. Anastasia, I just finished talking to somebody work at the hospital, y'all. Anastasia has a good point. My client worked at the hospital. About if you're printing in black and white versus if you're printing in color also. And depending on how many pages, again, if they just need 5, and I've had clients that need a few more printed, maybe 15 or 20. Mr. Oscar, long time no see. Then I'm going to do that based on the number of pages, maybe give them a bulk rate or something. So back to courier though. So that's another service you can offer. And just another little side tip is I keep extra FedEx envelopes and UPS in my car. That's part of my mobile office. Okay. Because sometimes the client will say, man, I don't have an envelope, or they mess it up for some reason. I'm like, oh, I have one. And they always say, you got everything. So I do. Okay. Next thing we're going to charge for, guys, is ink fingerprinting cards. Yes, ink fingerprinting cards. So I usually include the first 2 for free. The first 2. Excuse me. After the first 2, I charge $10 per card for ink fingerprinting. So that's another one. Angela, we just finished talking about courier service. Did you want to add anything to that?
I'm the courier queen because
you want to talk about that?
I always ask my clients, like, even when I do, not for the companies, not for my direct companies, but if somebody called me with general notary work, and if they have a loan signing document, a lot of people like, I got to go to work, I don't have time to do this. I said, I'll be happy to drop it off to FedEx for a courier fee. 8 times out of 10, they tell me yes. Yeah. 8 times out of 10, they tell me. I've dropped documents off to attorney's office because the lady's like, she was like, oh, I got all this to do. I'm in such a rush. I got to do this. I'm packing. I said, I'll be happy to drop that off to your attorney's office for a $40 courier fee. She said, would you do that? I'm like, yes, I'll be happy to do that. She said, oh my gosh, you're a lifesaver. So anytime somebody have documents that have to go to FedEx, UPS, I always ask, would they like me to drop it off for a courier fee? And like I said, 8 times out of 10, they say yes.
And that's another way to get that bottom line.
People are busy. They don't have time. They have other stuff to do, whether it's go back to work or whatever. And so when you ask, would you like for a fee? I also do courier. They usually accept.
Mm-hmm. Alexis, did you have anything you want to add on that, courier?
Yeah, same thing what Angela said. I have clients, own businesses, and they can't necessarily step away, but they need stuff done, ASAP. So that's where I come in. Especially, I always listen. So you talk to them, they're gonna talk back. And if they're having a conversation like, "Oh, I'm busy, I have to do this," if they get off the phone or if they mention it to me, I'm like, "Hey, I do offer courier service. I can take that for you to FedEx, UPS, USPS, wherever." So I've definitely done that. So make sure you listen, and that way you can, provide those different needs that they might need that you didn't even know. I've done that too. I walked away with more money than I, initially thought I was going to make.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget, if you decide to serve as a courier, you want to get the receipt, take a picture of it, and send it to your client. Okay.
So that's
very good.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I do. That's exactly what I do. If I'm going to FedEx or UPS, I take a picture of it and send it back to them.
And then I also email it to myself with the client's name in the subject line in case anybody ever come back and say, oh, you didn't mail it or whatever. I have a copy. I go Smith and I put the date like November 10th. I'll put Smith signing or Smith FedEx, Smith UPS, and put the date in the subject line and email it right to myself. So I have a lot of emails, y'all. But cover yourself because you never know. My memory, if you ask me what tomorrow, I'll be like, I don't know. So, okay, very good. So the next one we were just getting ready to discuss is ink fingerprinting cards. I provide the first 2 for free, and that's what I do in my business. The next one is $10 and so on and so forth. How about you guys?
Same for me.
Same, yeah.
That additional card, I charge $10 per card. And the cards themselves are not expensive, but I'm really charging for the additional work because rolling those fingerprints, even though I don't physically roll them, if you have not taken my ink fingerprinting class, you want to check it out. And someone asked in the Facebook group the other day, do people actually still call about ink fingerprinting? They do. It's not all day long, But when your phone rings, if you don't have your supplies, if you don't know how to do it, you just cost yourself $50 to $75, if not more. Okay, so you need to know how to do it. Be prepared, stay ready, so you don't have to get ready. So check out my ink fingerprinting course. All of the courses are 60% off. This will be a good time to talk about that really quick. All of the self-paced courses are 60% off. Coupon code WIN23 right at notaryeducatorsllc.com. And then we are offering a special really quick on the live in-person trainings one-on-one. So this is a rarity. So it's like you and me, you and Angela, you and Alexis, one-on-one, notarize like a pro, where we teach you how to properly notarize documents and actually build out your business, talk about pricing, how to collect payments. We talk about all of that. Those courses to the end of the month. For now, we might extend it, but right now it's to the end of November, are $139. And that's going to be live one-on-one training, one-on-one with either one of us. That's not a coaching session or just talking. That's teaching. You're learning. And then I'll let Alexis tell you about the loan signing course for $139 that we're offering also this month live. And Alexis?
Yeah, so loan signing one-on-one, that's an amazing price for that. Especially if you're the type of person, you want it all to be all about you and your needs. So I love it. But yeah, loan signing, beginning to end, we're going to go through, what documents you might see, mistakes, tips and tricks. We're going to go over with some companies. So what we all kind of got started with, and still to this day, companies that we do signings for. And we're going to go over, how you get paid. I mean, everything beginning to end as far as loan signing. So it's really in depth. And once you walk away, I really just want you to be ready to go out there and get it done. No more excuses, because I know a lot of people that I talk to, they, have an excuse for everything about why they haven't started loan signing. So once you get done, you're going to be ready to take your first job.
Yeah, so those are on sale, $30 off until the end of November. So just fill out whichever one you want to sign up for under the one-on-one section, okay? Only the one-on-one section. And under the one-on-one tab, under that tab. And then while we're talking about fingerprints really quick, Quintella said she had somebody reach out to her today, and she's charging them a $30 flat fee for 2 cards. So, and they're doing it on a Sunday, 2 cards, Quintella. Are you in Georgia too? You might be able to charge a little bit more than $30. I usually start my ink fingerprinting, and it's always, again, depending on where you are, because New York, that same 2 cards might be $150, okay? Yeah. So for me in my area, I usually start, if they come to me, $40 for 2. If I travel to pull my car out for ink fingerprinting, it starts at $55, depending on how far I have to go. Yeah, so you might could probably next time, if this is your first time, I know you're just kind of starting out, but for everybody else that's just starting, kind of really price that, because that's a skill. That's a skill that ink fingerprinting. Everybody don't do it. Everybody don't offer it. And again, check out my course if you need to add that to your services, okay, while they're on sale. And then the next thing we're going to talk about, Angela, did you want to talk about apostilles at all?
Yeah, just that the one-on-one apostille is $30 off to $199 one-on-one in person via Zoom training. And when you take the apostille training, we teach you everything you need to know about apostilles in every state, in every country. And when you walk away, you'll know thoroughly how to do apostilles. I have had very minimal, maybe a couple of people call me to ask me about when they got their first apostille, and usually they're just confirming that what they're doing is right and it usually is right. So the course is very thorough, and it's $199 on sale.
Very good, very good. And now we'll move on to the next one. I had 3 more. After hours fee or early morning fee. Do you guys charge extra if you stay super late, or can y'all put in the chat, Notary Educators? Can somebody put that in the chat? They want to sign, somebody trying to sign up for apostille. Do you charge an early morning fee, Angela, before your opening hours, or after hours fee?
My extra fee is usually after hours. You know, I'm an early bird anyway. So usually nobody wants me to come before 8 o'clock. I don't usually charge before 8 by 8. But if after 6, I do charge. I remember just a short story. I had this person call me. They needed 1 page and it was some kind of court document for about a gun permit or something. And they originally called me and said, "Can you meet me at Starbucks at 6?" I said yes, and I was not charging them after hours fee. I said, usually I do, but I won't charge you. She calls back and says 7. I said, it's going to be an after hours fee, $15. Then she called me back and said 8. And I just explained to her, I said, the later you want me to come, I said, the more you want me, I'm going to have to charge you. I said, but I would not charge you more than $25 for the fee up until 10 o'clock. And so she ended up paying me an extra $25 because she wanted to do it late. So I do charge an after hours fee.
Yeah, I normally do not. Again, I close technically on paper at 5, but I do whatever. But I'm going to start charging a little bit more. 2024, I think you guys have heard me on every live I say, every live I do, I'm working on saying no. And that also is going to mean working on increasing my prices to reflect my value and what I bring to my client. In the sense that if I close at 5 and you need to come at 7, now you're way after my normal business hours. And when I worked at the hospital, anything after 3 was shift differential. So, I'm going to start working on that to increase my profits on my personal side of my business. I really am. So I'm working to get a backbone and not be so nice to people. Okay. But we're going to still
it's
be
okay
nice.
to be nice. But
I was going to say, we're going to still be nice, but not nice with the money. How about that? And how about a distance fee, Angela? If you have to travel, now y'all know I do charge that distance fee. I'm not afraid at all of the travel. If I travel anything more than probably like a 10-mile radius, I do not mind charging. How about you when it comes to distance and traveling, Angela?
That leads me to a short story that happened last week. This guy called me from Cumming, Georgia. I don't even service Cumming unless it's a direct client. And because it takes me like 40 minutes to get where he was going, where he wanted me to come. And so I said, for me to come where you are, I said, it's going to cost you, a little bit more than I usually charge. I said, so I'll try to find you someone in the area that will come to you for a lot less. And he paused for a minute and he said, well, you know what? He said, no, whatever you charge, I'll pay because I've called 15 people and nobody picked up the phone.
Wow. That's what happened with that Saturday when I gave you.
He paid me a premium fee. Yep. He paid me a premium charge for me to drive to Cumming and to notarize the document. And it happened to work out because I had to go 20 minutes from his house to another appointment. But so, yes, I do charge. Remember the person that wanted me to come to the South Carolina border and he ended up paying me.
Yeah.
All the documents they had, it's like an hour and a half drive. I ended up making like $400 off of that.
I was going to tell you to mention that story really quick. No. You mind?
Yeah, they was on South Carolina border. They was in Georgia. Could not find a notary. I said I could try to help you find somebody. He was like, no, can you just please come? And I told them how much the travel fee was. They didn't care, and they still gave me a $50 tip.
Mm-hmm. And Jeffrey is still angry with Angela about that one to this day. He really mad at me because I gave it to her. They called me first, and I assumed they wanted me to come same day, but she was willing to wait to the next day. And he was like, at that time, he was still working full time at his other job, and his 9 to 5. And he was like, I would have called in sick on that one. So that's right. But being underpaid and then go get that $400.
But think about it, Kim. Would you have charged them what I charged them?
That's to do that, I would have.
I don't think
I would have. Because it was
I don't think Kim would have charged them what I charged them.
It was 2 hours each way, so that's 4 hours.
It was like an hour and a half each way.
No, I wouldn't have charged $400. I probably would have been like $300.
See, that she wouldn't have charged what I charged.
I probably would have been like $3.
I also thought about this is another thing you would. But see, you guys, this is another thing that I think about and consider when I'm traveling to something, doing something like that. The lady was like, because she explained the situation, so I knew I was going to have to spend what would have taken me 15 minutes, probably about another hour to complete the task and be patient and just be patient with the person and just wait on them, because when you're dealing with certain people, you can't rush them. You just have to wait, whether they're weak or whatever. You just have to wait. And so I knew I would have to wait about an hour. It would take me an hour to do the whole transaction. So really, it ended up being like 4 hours.
Very good.
So I took that in consideration in my travel fee and all that.
That's true. That's true. Real talk. So, Alexis, how about you? Have you, when it comes to travel and distance?
Oh yeah, that's how we make the money.
Yeah, that's the obvious one.
Big on that. And I had that same thing happen to me. Somebody wanted me to come out to Fayetteville, and that's a good little minute for me. And he was like, "You're the only one." One, he said in my name on Google, it said mobile, so that's when he said grabbed his attention. And then two, he's like, "You're the only one that answered the phone." He's like, "So just come, and I'll just pay you whatever you want." So I was like, "Okay." I mean, you're on mute. But I'm really big on travel because, I mean, Atlanta traffic is horrible.
Yeah. And
even if you're going 30, 45 minutes outside, people are moving out to the suburbs now. So traffic is still crazy. So I'm big on that travel fee. I have to be.
Yeah, I just had that happen last week. I had to give another one to Angela because I just wasn't available. And I said, I can find you someone in your area. He was like, oh, no, same thing. Nobody answered the phone. He said, whatever you think your time is worth or valued at, I'll be glad to pay it. So, you know what
this is service. You know what I did? Yeah, Kim. You know what I did? You know what I didn't tell you about that guy? You know what I didn't tell you about that guy? He gave me a $50 tip.
Oh, did he really? I can't tell Jeff that.
It's my charismatic. It's my charismatic, talking and
oh wow,
the connection that we have.
She out there blinking eyes and getting tips, $50, y'all.
Right.
I ain't mad at you, girl. I ain't mad at you by any means necessary. Wait till I tell Jeffrey that way. And I'm not surprised because he was so appreciative. I am not surprised. Yeah, let's get to this.
He was so nice. No, yes, he was so nice.
Yeah, he really was. I mean, I wanted to go do it for free. He was that nice, y'all.
I didn't want to do it for free.
I know Angela's gonna say that. I knew she was gonna say that. But he was just that nice, y'all. He really was. Okay, so the last one we had, and we're gonna take your comments, is being bilingual. If you are bilingual, the moment you have to start speaking another language, interpreting certain stuff or whatever, not for interpreting, just basic, I guess. Depending on who calls you, though. Somebody might hire you to interpret for them. So that's another way to make money, though, if you're bilingual. Maybe, and especially now that what I'm going to push back on signing companies. If you're bilingual, because I've been played like that before. They'll send me something and they'll be like it's a regular job. And I start talking to the person. I'm like, wait a minute, this is Spanish. Or I see the name and I said, no. So I will send them an email back and be like, is this a bilingual client? Or this is a bilingual client? What's your plan? Because they will try to play you. Yeah, I will push back. Yeah.
No, not push back, but in general, like, do you do that? Because I know, you speak Spanish. So
with signing companies, I will, because they're being slick.
Yeah.
And back in the day, they used to price it as bilingual. I could tell they would pay more. Right. And then they start getting slick. They just send it to you and figure you're going to speak Spanish with them. Not because it takes too long.
Well,
right.
Yeah. Well, it's no different. It's no different than them sending you outside of your zone area that you give to them at your work, and it's an extra 25 minutes each way. I was very nice. I emailed the signing company and said, did my little spiel, and they gave me the extra money I asked for.
Yeah, and I will add this to it, guys. Anytime you decide, I'm going to charge more, you just have to be prepared. You're not going to get the job. Right, so if you, with anybody, whatever your fee is, your fee might be $50 for ink fingerprinting, and that's what your fee is. If they don't want to pay it, you just have to be prepared. They're going to say bye. And a lot of times those people you don't want to deal with anyway, because they're going to be drama. That same little person that you call yourself, you're going to help, and get a discount too. Look at Alexis. Talk it, Alexis. What's going through your mind?
What I told y'all yesterday, today about the client yesterday, I had a client come to me, y'all, on the phone that you could tell they were kind of frantic all over the place. They had some documents they needed done. I told them, okay, you can come on. It'll be $35. It wasn't nothing crazy. They get here, couldn't find the documents. They out in my driveway, just extra. You know how you could tell people extra? This is extra. Couldn't find the documents. She found the documents. Then I take their IDs, write everything down. Then she started calculating. She's like, wait, we need a witness. I'm telling her, okay, witness is extra. I have a witness. Then she's like, okay, how much is it total? I tell her the total. She was like, wait, somebody around the corner said they can do it for $5. Okay. I'm not doing it for $5.
Bye. Hey, you be like, let me get that number.
And they got back in the truck. I'm like, close my garage. Look, no.
Yeah. Well, let's get some of these comments then. So ladies and gentlemen, just to wrap it up really quick. So some things that you may additionally charge for that you may not have been: printing, courier, ink, fingerprinting, after hours, before hours, travel, distance, and being bilingual. All right. What's their comments? What's going on in Facebook and YouTube, Angela and Alexis?
It's interesting because we have no ones. We only have 2s and 3s. And BV says she's kind of getting a little discouraged, but still hanging in there. Girl, hang in there. It's like we have these conversations in our business meetings and with each other. It's the end of the quarter. It's the end of the year. Everything is slow. It happens every year with any business. So you just do what you need to do now to ramp up your business, to do your marketing, do whatever you need to do now. Work on your business and just start the new year. It'll pick up. I'm telling you guys, it will pick up.
Yeah, Angela has told me that 55 times. Kimberly, is fourth quarter. It's fourth quarter. It's fourth quarter. And every year, actually, we have this conversation. I'm like, oh, things are a little slow right now.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway.
You guys who've not been busy, who haven't done notaries in a year, if you haven't gotten back into it, maybe you're not marketing, maybe you're not working on your business, work on your business. Go back and look at some of the videos on Notary Life with Kimmi, all kind of, good resources, good information, about building your business and keeping your business going. But don't give up. If you really want to make this work, you got to put in the work.
Mm-hmm. That was Tanya with the 1 year. And then she had said 2 more things. I'm just going to knock them out really quickly. She said, does FedEx and UPS charge for envelopes? No, you can order them. I have a whole box over here that's been there for like the past year because they sent me so many. Also, she said, how do I sign up for apostille class? So that's going to Angela.
I think she put the link in there.
She already did that? Okay, perfect. Okay, those are the 2.
Did you put the link, Angela?
I didn't, because for some reason they won't even let me put a comment in.
Oh, okay. Let me do it. NotaryEducatorsLLC.com. Everything we're talking about.
And click on 101 or contact us.
And then the last thing that I'm seeing from Facebook is this permit running. A few people ask, what are some permit running companies?
Yeah, I don't do permit running. I often refer you to Permit Empire or Empire Permit on YouTube. She has a whole channel dedicated to permit running. That's the only thing I do not do. And I also don't, 2 things. I don't do permit running. I know how to do it. I advertise that I can do it, but I've not actually completed one. And also wedding officiant. Angela has did permit running. Angela, but yours came from General Notary, right?
No, mine actually came from one of my direct clients.
Okay. So I don't have any company I can refer you to for permit running. But check out her channel. She should be able to, if you just watch some of her stuff, or maybe reach out over there. Okay. It's either Permit Empire or Empire Permit.
And you can get a lot of information from that Sophie guy, the Sophie Permit Running Company.
He does field inspections, Angela. The Sophie is field inspection.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
and that's SOFI, since she mentioned it. SOFI. I don't pay for anything over there. We don't advertise for him. We don't work for him. But if you're interested in field inspection, that may be a good place. okay, to kind of get a little info. Now, I'm not saying buy anything because I've never bought anything from there. Okay. Next.
Did you have something else, Alexis?
Oh, that's it over on Facebook.
Okay, so the Notary Giant says that a client asked him to print ID and he charged $5. That's why he don't offer printing.
Yeah, and he got a different circumstance too, because he's very mobile, like via buses and trains and all that.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
So that would be awkward for him, but our setup is a little bit different.
Yeah.
So we're able to print a little easier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Covering, not charging. So a lot of people don't charge for those services.
Yeah, so we need to start charging, guys. 2024, we got to be about the bag.
Anastasia says she do $1 per page for black and white and $2 for color. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said, "Hi, Kimmi." Oh, that's one. Everybody says good ideas, good information. So Fatima says, these services, are we putting them in our journals? So with these services, I actually make a notation in my journal for tax purposes because these are not notary acts, but I still need to know what I charge the person to make sure I get everything I need for my taxes. So I do have a area on my page for that particular thing that I would put courier service, however much it was. You guys have any way you do it?
I do. And make sure you itemize on the receipt too. Excellent question. Excellent. On the receipt, that looks like $25 travel fee, $2 print fee, $25 witness fee. Make sure you itemize it so they can't call the Secretary of State and say, she charged me $57.50 for a notary. No, I charge you $50 travel fee, $5 this fee, $2 that fee. Right. And we did skip Fatima's question at 6:10. She says, for a POA, what do y'all charge? Someone just asked me. And I was like, or So for a POA, you're going to factor in the things we always talk about with pricing. How far you got to travel, how many people, what state are you in? First of all, what do your state laws say? I have like about 7-8 videos on pricing on the channel you can watch. I actually have a whole pricing course that teaches you how to price on all of your services, field inspection, wedding officiant. I talk about everything in that pricing course, how to price those services, at least give you what to think about, okay? On those different services. All right, what's next?
Marcy says, keep a copy of the receipt because receipts fade. And Taylor says, I had someone reach out to me today, $30 flat fee with 2 cards included. They set it up for Sunday. And you touched on that about the cost of that, didn't you, Kim?
Yeah, we did. We did. Actually.
So they're asking about extra charge. We already talked about that. Fatima says, I already seen where I can rob Peter to pay Paul. Quintella says, hours are already 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Monday to Friday and all day on the weekend.
So she would charge extra.
Yeah. Happy Friday, you guys.
Hey, happy Friday.
Hi, you guys. Permit running, planning on. So Fatima says she's planning on taking a Spanish course. Yes, all extra dollars. Yep, charge for all of your service. So Tracy Davis says, what is the process that started on ink fingerprinting? Kim, you want to touch on that?
Yeah, so really quick, for ink fingerprinting, you can do that in all 50 states, the ink fingerprinting. Now, live scan is something different. Live scan is done electronically. You have to have a, what's the word? A channeler and all kind of equipment. And the initial investment normally for live scan is like $5,000. Ink fingerprinting, you just need to know what you're doing, how to fill out the card correctly. And I go over all of that in the ink fingerprinting course, which is really quick. And it's on sale, like I was mentioning earlier. Coupon code is WIN23. WIN23, and it's 60% off. All the self-paced courses are 60% off. And I do have an announcement I want to make.
Yep.
And then we'll get the rest of the comments really quick. So, guys, I am so excited to announce that I'm starting another YouTube channel if I didn't have enough going on. So my new YouTube channel is going to be called Business Life with Kimmi. Business Life with Kimmi. And I am so excited. Angela and Alexis are also going to be a part of that. Our actual new company I'm forming is going to be called Business Creator Zone. And with this channel, guys, I'm going to post over here or put over here my videos when I roll them out. But the channel is going to be a little bit different because I talk about business stuff over here. But over there, I'm marketing all businesses. I don't care if you have a lawn care business, nail salon you're trying to open, whatever kind of business you're trying to open. I've started many myself that have been successful, and I help people all day long, not just with notary businesses. I help people in all industries. I have friends right now that do lawn care, again, barbershops, all kind of stuff. And they're like, hey, how do I do such and such? So I decided I'm going to expound on being a business owner. There's a lot of things over there that I could talk about that, frankly, over here, it's still going to apply the tips that I'm giving, but it's going to be strictly for that person that really wants to deep dive into business. So I'm so excited. So hopefully it'll be up and running by Monday. That's another reason I wanted to go ahead and announce it here so I can put a little pressure on myself. So I will be putting, like I said, the videos that I post over there. I will just put them over here. You can feel free to check them out. Hopefully you're subscribed and all that good stuff. But it'll roll out hopefully by Monday. And I'll make an announcement when it does, an official announcement. But just start thinking about it. It's going to be amazing. Again, it's going to really focus on the marketing piece, credit cards. I mean, you name it. I could talk about anything over there financial, what's going on in the financial space with housing. And I could just talk about anything over there. And I have a lot to say about money. I've gotten out of a lot of credit card debt in the past. So it's going to cover all kind of stuff, again, that I just can't really talk about over here because YouTube won't push it out. And you may not even see it because YouTube over here knows me for notary, marketing, ink fingerprinting, proctoring, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to be doing deep dives into business over there. So it's coming soon, y'all. And that's going to be Business Life with Kimmi.
So Pamela says, these are very encouraging words. I've been thinking it's only me and I'm doing something wrong. Thank you. So you're welcome, you guys. Just remember, end of the year, people don't be working, spending money. They're getting ready for the first year budget and all of that. So every law firm, every company I've ever worked for, people take off at the end of the year. So Robert Alexander said, things are slow in New York City for mobile notary work, but I just finally got my Ron going. I love Ron and working with Signix. Can you represent another Ron platform? So we don't do Ron over here. Kim has a YouTube channel that she always Seattle something. What is it, Kim?
Oh, Side Hustle Seattle. You can check her out for Ron. All things remote online notary. Because none of us do Ron. I have about 6 videos on my channel, the pros and cons of doing it. So you might check those out first before you start investing any money, okay? But you said you already like it, so you may go ahead and check, like you said, Side Hustle Seattle.
So Variety Concepts says, my nephew is turning 22 years working at Dollar Tree in a Hispanic area, taught himself enough of the Spanish language to be able to carry a conversation with the customers. I'm considering it myself. They say if you immerse yourself in a language, you be around people that you'll learn it. I thoroughly believe that. So that's basically what he did. So Tanya Burns says, does anyone offer passport photos? That's Kim and Jeffrey's area.
Yes, Tanya. I actually have written a course on this. I have offered the service myself, and let me just tell you how it works really quick. I haven't put the course out yet because I just want to make sure it's a true need before I put it out. But I've already written it and everything. But someone will find you, and they'll need you to go take passport pictures. So our one assignment I had was to go to a hospital. The person was getting ready to travel back to their country, so we had to go there and do the picture. Another one, I had to go to someone's home. So passport photo picture taking is a thing. And like I said, I already wrote a course about it. I just got to get it out. And it's not going to be something, again, that people call you all day long for. They're not. They are not going to call you all day long. But there are several ways that you can get that accomplished. And eventually, like I said, I'll be talking about it a little bit more. I just want to make sure it's something that you really need. I don't like to just push out stuff. But that is going to be a thing. Anything mobile, guys, is the wave of the future. Anything mobile.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So Fatima says, I want to add wedding officiant to my business. So we're going to put it out there. We do have a wedding officiant course. It just has to be recorded. So end of the month, putting myself out there, end of the month, it'll be recording and up on our Notary Educators website.
For the people in the back,
Oh,
Angela,
variety
when you
concept.
gonna
Marcy
do it?
said this is Marcy in Oklahoma, still recovering. I just said
Marcy,
it'll be up by the end of the month.
Feel better. All right, Angela.
Yeah, feel better, girl. So Quintella says, I use Notary Gadget. They have a section to add general notary work and other income. Yeah. So you can go on our website to click on, is it under supplies, Kim, or
Notary Gadget? Yes. Yes. Go under, I have a supply, a link, affiliate link. Thank you I hope you can use that. Be appreciated. We skipped Facebook because Alexis said so. We skipped Facebook. I contact the trailer homes parks for notarized eviction notices. They're talking to someone else. Okay.
Yeah. So Quintella says, no, Cherry C says, hi ladies. There's a book by Joyce Meyer called Do It Afraid. Every customer isn't for you. Don't be scared to charge for your services. I need to listen to myself. Appreciate y'all. Don't you have a book too? Don't be scared, Kim.
Well, that's what the general notary course is called. Don't be scared. Yeah. But to Terry C's point, I do appreciate that. And the more and more, like I said, it's not all you're trying to help people too, because sometimes we are, everyone's having rough times financially. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna charge that much for one page. But I gotta remember, it's a service. It's a specialized service. The moment you call me, it just became special. Go to your bank for free. Go to FedEx. I mean, not FedEx. Go to UPS, wherever you got to go. But the moment that you got to get me and I got my insurance, all my extra expenses, I got a lot of expenses to run this business. I really do. I mean, a lot of times we say it's a small investment, and it is. But when you think about all the stuff that goes into running your business, it's very expensive. It really is.
A gentleman helped me to appreciate that. Actually, one of my notary clients. He came to me and we were just having a conversation about stuff and people. And I don't know how I mentioned it, that this one lady, I told Kim about it. I actually did a notary for this lady for free. And he was like, let me tell you something, Miss Johnson. He was a real businessman. He was like, let me tell you something, Miss Johnson. He said, never, ever, ever give your services away for free. He said, you have a service, it's your business. He said, think about this. If you want to give them a discount, he said, give people a discount. He said, but that free service you gave people, he said, you have to think about this. You know how much Starbucks costs? He said, if people want a Starbucks coffee, they're going to stand in line. They're going to pay $5, $10 for a Starbucks coffee. The same person that you gave the free business away. He said, so I said, duly noted. So he said, at least charge something, but don't give it all away for free. So I noted that.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for that.
And just a little note too to that.
Go ahead, Alexis.
I had a guy pull up to my driveway in a Bentley, guy, and asked for a discount. And I looked at him. You see my humble little home. You see my car, and you pull up in a Bentley with all this jewelry on, and I promise you, I was in shock.
That's how he got that Bentley, girl. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't mind.
My question is, did you give him the discount?
No.
Just checking.
And that's even if somebody.
You know what I would have said. You know what I would have said.
What you would have said?
But you know what I would have told him. I would have looked at him. I would have looked at his car. I would have touched his little jewelry. I said, you need to be paying me a little bit more, don't you think?
That's how she get the $50 tip. Some people like it rough like that.
Really though, people do.
Some people appreciate that. They appreciate that. Angela ain't even from up north, and she know how to get with you. They gonna take my Detroit card in a minute. Angela, like she from Chicago.
My mother used to say, if you don't ask. My mother said, if you don't ask, then you won't know. And the only thing Angela, they can say is no, they're not going to kill you.
Angela act like she from the west side.
And I've never lived on the west side either.
I know, that's so funny. Go ahead. Okay, what's next, y'all?
Well, the notary Johnny says, Kimmi, do you have a specific video on giving business away, and should you ask the notary to give a referral fee? So
we talked about that
business.
several times, but I don't have a video on it. That's a good idea. Well, maybe we'll talk about that. Hey, how about we talk about that on our next live, y'all?
Okay.
What's your thoughts on that, Notary Giant?
Yeah. Right. But we give business away all the time.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, no, he's saying should you give
away
like,
all the time.
No, but his question is should the person give you like a little kickback because you referred? We don't do it amongst each other, and I don't do that, period. Only time I ask Angela for something is if it's an apostille. I'll say, hey, can you price it such so I can get, maybe $50 from it or something like that. That's the only time I'll ever say, hey, can you give me anything. Other than that, I don't charge, or she don't charge me for anything. But the apostille is so much money to be made, and I know Angela know how to price her job, so she can give me a little something out of it. But other than that, no.
Yeah, I don't.
And we give business to other notaries, and we don't charge or ask for a kickback.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I did have a client. I'm sorry, Alexis, go ahead.
I was just about to say, it was quite a few notaries that can attest that we've worked together in that capacity. I asked them to take a job. I couldn't do it. They took it. And I had a couple people they're like, oh, well, I'll charge this much. Some of them, they're still, getting comfortable with charging. And I'll say, look, no, I want you to charge this. I'm that type of person. We always say this, but we all can win. So I don't ask for anything. If anything, I'll give you advice. I think you should charge this amount. We all can.
Yeah. And I forgot what I was going to. Oh, I know. I had a client one day, and he was here, and I was arranging another job that I couldn't do. I was giving it to someone. And he asked me that. He said, do you charge something to the other notary? And I was like, no, I don't. He was like, well, you should. Even if it's $5 or $10. And let me tell you really quick why I don't do that. Really quick. I know we got to start wrapping up. But I don't do that because, one, I like to keep my business simple and clean. I ain't trying to say, okay, I sent Angela a job. She needs to send me $5. Oh, Alexis told me she gonna send me $5. Okay, this person, I ain't get ready to do all that. If you want to shoot me something for lunch, or we've had people sometimes couple people have done nice things for us, but no, I'm not getting ready to do that all day long. She owe me $5. She owe me $10. She owe me $3. No, I don't do that. I don't have time.
Yeah. We don't do that.
Now that do add up, like Angela was saying, but again, I just don't run my business like that. Yeah, I just don't run my business like that.
Yeah, let's keep it simple.
So we're gonna go. We got about 8 minutes, so we're gonna run real quick. Charging extra on Sunday. That's a business decision. Some people do think you charge extra for the weekend because they'll ask me sometimes, "Are you open on Saturday, Sunday? Do you charge extra?" So really, I don't charge extra on Sunday. My prices are good enough. I don't have to charge extra. But that's something that you can consider if it's a Sunday, something Sunday. And some people literally always give me a tip when I do them on Sunday. I don't know why. Somebody, how long did it take you to become Google Business Verified? After verification, how soon did I'll start seeing consistent business? We get that question all the time, and it depends on Google being verified. Alexis, you want to say something about that?
Yeah, I mean, I'll speak to our process. Well, my process. It took me like 5 days or so, 5 days to a week, somewhere up in there. And then as far as how long did it take me to see consistent business, I would say about a few months.
Yeah, I always say about that 90 days.
That was a few years ago, you guys. It's different.
Yeah, that's true too.
It just depends on what area you in. I have people put their page up. Hold on. I have people put their page up and they get a call the next day. Or they get two calls and they're like, I put it up. I didn't have any training, so now I don't know what to do. You never know. It depends on what area you in. Are people answering their phones? It's a lot of variables in how fast your business is going to grow. But because I had it happen, just happened to somebody the other day. She had a whole power of attorney. And she was like, I put my business up. I didn't think nobody was going to call.
Right.
Yeah, they're going to call if you put it out there.
Somebody, Marcy loves the business life with Kimmi. Notary Giant said you're supposed to keep Notary channel separate from business channel. Congratulations.
Thank you all.
Tracy says thanks because I missed out. Someone was asking if I offer ink fingerprinting services. I had to pass because I didn't. I look forward to taking your courses.
And see, that's exactly what I don't want to happen. I don't want you passing up on business because you're not prepared. that one time you take in the course will prepare you for any time the phone rings. And that's what we teach you at Notary Educators. I don't care what it is. If you offer that service or if you want to offer it, now's the time to start learning so you don't have to pass up on money. You don't. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and learn how to do it. Again, you may get one call this month and you might not get another one for 3 months, but you're ready.
So we don't have Run in Georgia, you guys. Someone asked about that. Terry says that I enjoyed seeing Notary Giant and Kimmi this week. It was great to see you guys talking business.
Yeah, that was
Rebecca
pretty cool.
says I'm getting commission Monday. Rebecca says I'm getting commission on Monday, and I already sunk $850 into this process. Somebody, Marcy said you guys are too funny. Somebody called me spicy. POA, and I'm in New Jersey going to the hospital with 2 witnesses. That's what Fatima says. Terry's bringing back up the WWAD.
What would Angela do?
Karen says she finally caught alive. Hello from Missouri. Hi, Karen. Rob says in New York, going to nursing home for POA, and I charge $100 and $50 per witness. Yep. Notary Giant says I'm not prepared, and I will take the business. Yvette says, did you all have a website when you established your Google business page? Do you have to have a website?
Alexis, you want to talk about that one real quick?
So Google has a free website. So when I started my business,
it's a little lag, y'all.
Angela has the lag on her side.
It is a lag. But I'm getting new internet tonight, you guys. I got to hook up my new internet tonight.
But yeah, I can talk about it real quick if Ashton he'll back there playing. But yes, I would definitely say for algorithm purposes, please have a website. GoDaddy, Kimmi and I were talking one day, and since we started our GoDaddy, we feel like it has helped. GoDaddy has something specifically for search engine optimization or SEO. So yes, I truly feel for search purposes, go ahead and have that website as well. And then I had one when I started. I had the free landing page with Google. I don't know if Google's changed so much, but I had the free website that you can do with Google and pay just for your domain.
Actually, it's not a website. It's a landing page. It's a difference.
Yeah, I researched that too.
The landing page is just that. It's a landing page. Just something for them to see you. A website is worldwide. Think about like a spider or octopus going all over the place. The landing page is just that. You landed. Boom. One stop. But the website takes your business next level. And we all saw an increase once we got websites now. So we all been working. That's what I wanted to add to this little disclosure. We all been working with just a landing page for years. No work, no problem. We still got business. But we all saw a big change once we got websites because it's just a different algorithm. You just in the mix. Okay. And we are doing website building for those of you who do not know. We either build it on GoDaddy for you because that's the easiest one for you to take over for yourself for most people. Or we'll do a website review if you have your website up and you're not getting any traction or you just want to make sure that it is SEO properly, search it and optimization, et cetera, okay? All right, guys, I think we're going to have to wrap it up. I will say thank you on behalf of Notary Educators, Notary Life with Kimmi, Business Life with Kimmi coming soon. And as always, guys, it's our pleasure. I'll let Angela and Alexis say a little outro.
Yes, it's our pleasure, but I have to read this from Oscar. Oscar's in the house. Oscar Perez says, thanks for keeping this channel going. I logged in for the entertainment and on top of that, free education. Congratulations on your success this year. So say hi to Oscar.
Thank you, Mr. Oscar. We appreciate it. And yeah, this channel is not going anywhere. A lot of times YouTubers will do that. They'll just take a channel and just turn it into whatever they want to turn it into. Notary business is my business. Notary business is my life. This new thing I'm doing is just an addition. So this channel is not being changed. It is Notary Life with Kimmi / Notary Educator. So we're not going nowhere.
So thank you guys for joining us. I hope you got some tips on, how you can add services to your business. And for these services that we mentioned tonight, you don't even have to pay anything. You just add them, start charging for the different things that we talked about. So I hope you guys can do that. Start adding these things to your business. And don't give up. It's the end of the quarter, end of the year. Beginning of the year, things will be different.
And I hope you all have a good weekend, and we will see you all Monday.
All right, guys. Have an amazing weekend. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you again for listening to the Notary Life with Kimmi podcast. We would love to be a part of your notary journey. Please visit us at notaryeducatorsllc.com for all of your notary training needs. Also, please feel free to join the Notary Life with Kimmi YouTube channel, where Kimmi has over 400 videos that will help you to grow and build a successful notary business. Until the next episode, we wish you much success on your journey. Bye.